hello again. I was quickly responding to somebody on my Discord. So we are on a planet right now, Agibinium. We're about to go around and explore like the different spots that we can go to. I want to try and get to Feros at least. But for that, it might be a bit difficult depending on how many planets I can land on, because I do want to go through every single system, land on every planet I can, survey every planet I can. There will probably be a lot of reading done though, as well. The double dash, for example, that just happened was because I usually play in Azerty, so when I swap from Azerty to another thing, I need to press Alt Shift. It will then swap the language, I guess you could say, of a keyboard. So now I'm playing in a QWERTY. I need to find a way to get up this hill though, because there is a deposit on the other end. As I expected. There it is. Rare element surveyed. You've surveyed a deposit of samarium. Okay. There's probably something here in the corner. Look at that. Almost fell down. This planet looks very ominous though. You know how they have these pictures of Mars? It kinda looks like that. Oh, there it is.
Heading out.
Light metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of magnesium. Okay. You get a lot of money for this though. Since there was nothing here, or here, let's just go north. Seems to be something broken here. Was that just me? Sounded like there was something there. Looks like a mining area. It's probably one of the things I need to check out. I want to check out the anomaly and stuff though first. Let's see if there's any more stuff before I do that. Uh-oh. There we go. I found it at least.
I'm on my way.
Beryllium. Gonna wait for this one. There. Light metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of beryllium. So, with that being done, what else is there? The debris, the anomaly. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna check these things on the way. There the sound was again. Said there's like an alien life form on this planet. I just go through the middle here. Oops. The debris is like really close to the edge though. Looks like.
Now it gets fun!
Okay, so there is an ambush here, okay. No. I don't think I'll do it in time. No. Take off. There's nothing fighting us though.
Clear.
Why are you pulling your weapon? What's this? Doesn't seem to be anything.
Yes, ma'am.
You're very interesting. Just saying yes, ma'am. Yeah?
Ready.
Okay.
Moving out.
Recover artifacts. Turian insignia recovered. This body is a long way from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. Okay.
On your order.
Anything else? I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay. I guess that's the other last thing that we can discover here. Because there's nothing in the corner. corpse. Discovery. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contra-gravity speeder, you see the NASO brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appears to be melted antique aviator goggles. I guess if they ask if we found a body on this, we can tell them now. So, the only thing to do is go into the mine.
On my way.
The signal is coming from a mine?
I don't like this, Commander.
I concur. This did not crash. Someone moved it here.
There's a nuclear weapon down there. We can't abandon it. Just stay on guard.
Aye, aye.
That's ominous. I forgot this had to do with a nuclear weapon that we had to, like, dismantle. There's nothing here so far. I'm pretty sure I just jinxed it, but there is nothing that I can find right now. There's not even chests to open. Pretty sure I'll have to find my way through back here. This one's red. Can't interact with it.
That was a detonator, Commander.
Oh, that scared the crap out of me.
At last.
You have me at a disadvantage.
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
I don't study the internal politics of pirate bands.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
My crew will come for me.
Let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
Hmm.
We'll find a way out of here.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. You've disabled the bomb. This one's now open. Finally. Is that all? Okay. Okay. It moved our ship.
Enemy sighted.
Perimeter clear.
Found down.
Haliad went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connections with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Okay. This sniper rifle's really good though.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
And you don't need to worry about looting stuff. That's the only one in here, right? I've not been to Gemini, I think. So let's go there first. We have been. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, Feros then. First Hercules.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Okay, so from out to in. Taurus. As said before, the orbital period radius and day length and so further. Just read it yourself, pause it if you want to. Zadorus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with high-level decks of sulfur clouds. A layer of hydrocarbons has formed deeper in the atmosphere. Vast electrical storm fronts can be seen flickering across the dark sides. When we survey, we get a heavy metal surveyed. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of gold on a nearby moon. Next, Ilitania. This is probably the one where we have to go to. Warning, level 1 toxic hazard. Ilitania appears to be a world eminently suited for colonization. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae and lichen, and possesses a thick, oxygenated atmosphere, but the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environment suits or replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes above the symbiote's range, or in areas where favorable winds keep the air clear. Not gonna land yet. The next one is Sayedid. The proximity of the energetic star Hercules causes constant blue and violet auroria in Sayedid's nitrogen-argon atmosphere. During periods of increased solar flares, the auroria are bright enough to read by on the surface and can be seen with off-the-shelf optics from a distance of several AU. Sayedid's scorching hot surface is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of iron. A surprising variety of simple carbon-based life flourishes in a complex network of cave systems that wind through the crust, protected from Hercules' heat and radiation. Survey. Medallion rediscovered or recovered. While scanning Sayedid, you discovered a large debris field in geosynchronous orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted several detailed sweeps of the area and detected a few items of interest, including a leak of one medallion encased in lead molding. Then the last planet, Saturn. Saturn is a small rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of boron. Giving you a little bit of time to read the extra. Ilitania. Let's land. Okay, let's survey first. So there is something here, there's something in the middle top and something here. So we should go like this and then go around. We don't want to do the down recon drop, so maybe we should go to the anomaly first and then go up like this. Okay. Anomaly first. The planet looks a lot different from other planets. So this is all lichen and stuff. It's a very bumpy ride though. I have to find my way up, I guess. there it is. That looks protein almost. Protein ruin. Examine. Examining the strange protein artifact reveals a small irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari concert in the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Okay, so... Okay, that's kind of ominous though, that she had something that would do this. Slowly your senses return as you wake from deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump on the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. So this is a full story, okay. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life. The hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that will claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is a sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lap at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tied against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. Its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Ilatania, lying on your back. The protein artifact looming above you undamaged, and your companion standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't understand right away, wondering at the implications of what you've seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter, captured by an implanted protein data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply. Realizing this is a mystery we'll probably never solve. Forget about it. I'm surprised that Liara didn't comment on it. Where is she even?
Ready.
That's kinda cool though. Okay, so up. So many mountains. Let's try not to fall down. I think it's down there? There it is. Palladium, okay. Heavy metal surveyed. You've successfully surveyed a large deposit of palladium. So... I'm gonna go there now. Let's check out the debris though. Hola. Landed on top of it. The cache probe. What's this? Monkeys. Doesn't work, I guess? Let me Google that real quick. Why does it not like mark though? Let's go find the rest. Maybe it's just...
On your order, Shepard.
I wish they would say more stuff about everything. There's something there. Can I enter this mine? I can. What does this say though? It doesn't say anything, so what's this? Okay, let's enter the mine. It's not part of the quest here, so... You're in my way, people. What? There's modules here? Okay. This looks like I have to be ready to fight. Okay. It's kind of funny. Are you the only one in here? Well, the only two.
He dropped the data module.
It's a miracle the data module's still intact. Joker can transmit this info to Alliance Command.
I don't even know what this is for. Lost module. Alliance Command has asked you to recover a data model used to gather intel and gaff movements. Oh, they had it. Okay. Wait, I'm having to fight now. Well, okay. I didn't know this was gonna complete the quest. That's fine though. We'll just discover the rest of the moon. We're not finished here yet, so... Okay, so... we wanna go to... Oh, the monkey colonies are now showing. Let's explore here. How do we get up though? How are we supposed to get up there? Okay. So this is another monkey thing, so I don't need to go to the corner. Let's just check in the sides here. Sorry. Is the sound actually coming through? Yes, it is. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, the drone is right here. I'm gonna check it out.
On my way.
Dead monkeys.
Lead on, Commander.
Yes, ma'am.
Gold. Heavy metal surveyed. You've successfully surveyed your large deposit of gold. Money. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, I think so. Normandy. Okay. Feros. First things first, we'll go from out to in. Logan. Logan is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. The survey team who charted the system 20 years ago reported many strange disturbances in Logan's cloud bands, suggesting many remarkable large solid objects were present beneath the cloud tops. As the ship approached, however, they subsided one by one. These disturbances have not been reported again. Creepy. Quana. Quana's frozen surface is rich with heavy metals, and the planet's higher than average density suggests further mineral richness in the depths. The atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. The remains of a well-developed protein mining infrastructure dot the planet. Abandoned mines are connected to dead cities by collapsed maglev lines. Unlike the crumbling skyscrapers of Feros, Quana's ruins are reasonably intact. Unfortunately, this only made it easier for looters to strip the silent necropoli of anything valuable. Survey. Light metal surveyed. Scans of the planet have revealed deposits of cobalt. Next. Sharing. Sharing is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. The atmosphere contains traces of ammonia, methane, and surprisingly large amounts of water vapor, making the atmosphere a striking mix of browns, blues, and whites. Of Sharing's 60-odd moons, 2 have diameters of around 3,000 kilometers. Both have signs of further protein development, suggesting Sharon may have been mined for helium-3. Survey. Protein data disk recovered. The planet Sharing displayed some strange readings while being scanned. Chief Engineer Adams pinpointed the source and located a strange object. Tally and Adams brought it on board and spent hours taking it apart. The purpose of the object is still uncertain, but it was a protein in nature and contained a protein data disk. Saitao. Saitao is shrouded by a high-pressure atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acids. The surface is composed of geological young plains of volcanic basalts and rhyolites with high concentrations of carbon and radioactives. Saitao is rapidly volcanic. A dozen supervolcanoes, 50 to 120 kilometers wide, are erupting across the planet. Sighthouse carbon content and constant volcanism make natural diamonds plentiful, if extremely costly and dangerous to recover. Feros. The Exogeni Corporation has founded a pilot colony on Feros to explore the protean ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's landmass. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrestrial travel is hampered by crumbling debris dozens of meters deep. There are indications that Feros was a much colder world in the past. Feros has 2 large moons, Orkun, the Farther, and Fardet. Those clouds are cool though. I want to check something. I think I finished the quest. Yeah. I'm gonna see if Liara says anything about the protein artifact that we found.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
I don't know what you're doing, Liara. I don't know. Just wanted to know more info on the proteins and tell you about the protein artifact I found.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
I should go.
I can't tell her
Goodbye,
about the
Commander.
artifact. Why does she not say anything about it? These look like just like field beds put together. The things that we used for scouting almost look the same. And the thing that we did though, when we went out on scouting, was we rigged together our beds and then put our sleeping mattresses on top of it. You know, those sleeping bags, not really mattresses. Let's see if there's anything I can... This is the exit.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said
She's
she
the
was?
best. The Normandy's probably too much ship for you. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. Put the Normandy in my... Alright, see ya.
He doesn't say anything. Okay. You too, until I get the achievement.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
David Al-Talakani. Okay.
We saw your ship. Faidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Faidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
It's so dark here.
Now is not the time. Eat this!
Do I have a flashlight? So dark here. Come on, why is it so dark? I really can't see anything.
Make sure they're secure.
Those Geth are bloody.
Glad to see some soldiers. Get ready.
Die of thirst. The Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
The Geth are mounting another attack.
There seems to be nothing of interest.
There, you'll get through this. The Geth just keep coming.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be...
I can't see anything significant, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
Okay.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
One more. There we go.
We've got Geth in the...
Protect the heart of the colony!
So we go up? Why is it so dark? I hate this.
Should keep Vidan and the others safe. After an update, we can head out for the main Geth and camp. Makeshift defenses. Untrained civilians. It's a miracle anyone is still standing.
It doesn't look like there's anything here. Let's check this area. So this is where we came from. This is an exit to here. Okay. It's so dark. It's so annoying. I've defeated all the Geth here. There it is. Stuff. It's giving me a headache to focus on that. Is there no... There is no way to like change. What is southpaw? Oh. Okay, it sticks. Okay. Brightness. There we go. Should be better now. Yes, this is a lot better. I think this is the way.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
Okay.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Feros in general.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original Feros colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus Hope.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
How big was the original Feros colony?
We were nearly When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus Hope.
What else can you tell me about Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
I think that's all I can ask.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid meat. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
The colony is growing. Or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Why should I speak with Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
I have to go.
So long,
Okay. This was this woman here.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Assault rifle. Eight though. That's kind of high. Let's sell everything that's under 5 and under, I guess. Because we're now in 7s. And there was a woman here saying that she needed to do...
This work must be complete. You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not originally. The captain died in one of the Geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she space-worthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the Geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no Geth, I might just stay on a while.
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Fidan. He knows the colony better than me.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Fidan, what's the report on... I should go.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. No, please, I need to get back to work.
It sounds sus as hell. Okay, so
They'll try to rebuild the command post.
Gavin does what he can. Our food will run out soon.
now I need to find the lady that's to do with water.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
The top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
So that's energy. That's meat. That's the gap in the tunnels. What about the water? Where is the lady with the water?
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
You know where to find the problem with the water.
The colony can't afford to lose any more of us. We're just too vulnerable.
You're very focused on the water despite the constant attacks.
I can't think of anything else. So much has happened. It hurts. If I stay focused on this task, the pain goes away.
That
An
is
understandable
ominous.
reaction, though her discomfort seems almost palpable.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Fidan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Fidan or one of the others.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
Well, at least the Geth can't regroup at the command post anymore.
So we have to deal with food, we have to deal with water, we have to deal with electricity, and the gap in the tunnels. Can you tell me anything else?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain the whole, like, headache stuff, though.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Looked like I could interact with something, but it didn't show up again. Maybe I was just talking with one of them.
Oh god! They're everywhere!
Whoops. How did she survive so long? That's a dead end, so this way.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
What? They look so cute. I don't know. Baron falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the alpha male, the pack leader of these feral scavengers. This old disabled vehicle is more willing to part with its still functioning power cell than one would expect. So that's food solved and power cell solved. Thought it was gonna take way more like effort to try and finish these things. I also accidentally figured out that I could interact with that stuff. What are you doing? Running up to me like that. They just run up to you and try to like smack you in the head. Okay, so there was nothing here. Okay. Where are you? Nothing? Okay. There's a guy here.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for, looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Trying to get to the...
He's lost it. We should just leave him be.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now.
Wow.
I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up. Company's coming. Ask Faidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Look out!
He's still alive, though.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
Where am I supposed to go? I need to find the other valves.
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated, though. We should keep looking.
Maybe there's one in here. Well, it was a lot of fighting, so... Doesn't look like it.
So much suffering, so much death, yet still they stay and fight.
Doesn't look like there's anything else here. So the water valves are like on the intersections.
Turning this last valve appears to have activated the system, Commander.
Now, this doesn't open. We go back up and then report to everyone. It was Kaiden that showed up there. Protein Skyway. I shouldn't need that yet. Let's not talk to him yet. Let's do everything else first.
Hello, again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Thank you.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Thank you again, Commander.
What about you?
Is there something I can do for you? I'm told to make all my goods available.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat Tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Gorat Tu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
That's cool.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts. Though the Geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too, if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Fidan? Maybe he can tell you what I can.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes... But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life
How do you
grows
keep
on
things in stock in conditions like this?
My list of consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
Goodbye.
Yes, good luck.
I think that's it, right?
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
This is so weird. Okay. So there's something causing people pain if they don't do what they should be doing.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting...
We've been over this, Commander. The colonists are my concern. The Geth are yours.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels.
He gets
They won't
angry
be a
when I
problem
ask.
any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Let's talk about Zoo's Hope and Feros in general.
Of course, Commander.
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We've been over this, Commander. The colonists are my concern.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
What can you tell me about the defenses?
I don't have any.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on
I'll
the
talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
So weird.
They tried to build a life here, but now all they have are ruins.
These people came here looking for a better...
So how do I get there? Do I just use the elevator?
Watch out!
And now to the Geth base. Ready for anything, Commander.
The last batch went south. Are they looking for?
We're picking up a comm signal. It's weak, but there's definitely someone out there.
I'm working on the basic commander, but I am still unable to pinpoint its origins.
Any sign of movement? Lisbeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days. She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I want.
I'm gonna check this out. I did not fully register what they were saying though. Let's see. Did I pass by anything? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Maybe here? No. Is there anything? I'm gonna try and keep an eye out if there's anything I can interact with.
Some kind of vehicle, not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
They're not our concern. We need to find those Geth.
Let's check this out.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Phi Dan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving despite everything the Geth have done to them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you, but I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We could do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Can I shoot the guy?
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
Somewhere at the Exogeny headquarters, I hope.
How did you get split up from the Zoo's Hope colony?
Most of us lived closer to the Exogeny building. Zoo's Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogeny. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
Exogeny is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
Okay.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
Data's
Well, that's
probably
very comforting. Certain death
in
for
the building.
some, fine for us.
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
That's fair.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods? I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Set up? Okay.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
I'll do my best. Let's talk with the refugees. Going back to Earth.
How are we supposed to?
They wiped out our defenses in minutes.
Why build a colony if you don't intend to defend it?
We've been trapped for days.
We ran when the attack hit.
There's a refugee down here.
I hope you can get us out of this mess.
There's these two then, and then
frontier is a lot more dangerous than most people realize.
In a few weeks, none of the colonists will remember this planet even exists.
These people had their shot. That's more than some get.
That's kind of cynical, though. Oh yeah, they had their chance. Okay. Sorry. I hope I'm not getting sick. That gas ship looks like it blasted against the side of it. I think I didn't run past anything.
Looks like the Geth are settling in nicely.
They want something here. Why else would they bother?
My people are like dealing with that thing. Come on, just jump back up. There we go. Spider monkey. This looks massive. Everything's destroyed as well. Imagine the destruction. Must have been terrifying as well, just like not having anywhere to run to. Because they're everywhere, right? So there's a shield here.
Weapons we have. We'll have to find another way in.
Oh. I don't trust this. I knew it. Whoops. Is this it? There's nothing else here?
Looks like the Geth are settling in nicely.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault.
Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? I have never heard of such a thing.
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGenny was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
That's fair.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGenny was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I didn't mean that.
I know it's very old. Thousands of years
There.
even.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for ExoGenny. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left.
Poor girl.
Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Doesn't look like there's anything of interest else.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files! No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Wow.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
There's a queue forming behind you.
ExoGenny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
What did you tell him?
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms.
Oh, that's why,
humans.
okay.
The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying ExoGenny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
Wow.
That explains their strange behavior.
We should contact Joker.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zoo's Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Feros. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
I want to know about Exogeny Corporation.
Exogeny Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Okay, so there's this massive planet that reads people's thoughts. That's not ominous at all. I will push forward a little bit longer, but I'm gonna take a break soon.
It appears the Geth are using these claws to anchor their ship to the side of the building.
The Geth certainly aren't subtle. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
Perhaps it can be dislodged. One of the other claws may have a weakness we have yet to detect. This structure seems to have significance for the... Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
You think the Geth come here to pray? Do synthetics even believe in God?
I don't think I can do anything in that room yet. Some parts of this thing are just blocked off because of the fields. There's a console here that I can interact with. After a few seconds of downloading, you secure Gavin Hustle's design data. Okay. There's nowhere else I can go. Oh my, okay. This feels so weird. Confidential. The test samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples became volatile and recommend cutting off all further contact with the Noda Crux colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events there back to us. Okay.
Now is not the time.
Wait, okay. There's nothing that we can seem to do here. We can go up, I think, though.
Same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
the other claws. Dislodge even one claw and that ship will fall.
Geth terminals. You find a repair ticket attached to the console. The damn door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower, and the safety shutoff kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down with enough power to shear through a metal I-beam? Somebody fix this before one of the team loses an arm. Private log of Dr. Gamoro. I don't trust this Cerberus group. They may pay us well, but if this gets out before we develop an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want the samples for or why they wanted them delivered to the Matano system. My records show nothing of interest out there. Geth invasion. According to data retrieved from this console, the Geth are preparing for a major offensive in Citadel space. If this information is accurate, they are amassing a significant force somewhere in the Armstrong Nebula. So 31 to 34, right? That should be 30. It's 32, right? So 17 plus 11 is 28, plus that is 32, so... It's like an insect.
All right. The door out will be open now. We can head back and deal with the Storian thing. Well, that got the job done.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
Well, I wanna grab this. Okay, so the doors that we hadn't opened, well, that we hadn't been able to go through are now open again.
Keep your guard up. This place is probably crawling again.
I don't 100% remember where to go. I think this is where we came from, right? Upper level.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zeus Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
I don't think she had much choice, though. You know? Either way. Let's see if we can make our way over safely. Wow. Stupid ground meaning they almost topple over. I want to try and kill everything on the way though. Extra experience is always welcome. There's people in here. Okay. Anything else? No. Any extra stuff is always welcome. Seems like these things opened up because I haven't been here before.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up?
Get away from that radio!
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Bainham of Feros Colony. Please help us.
What's going wrong? Stop! Stop the rover!
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know it happened on a cruise. This doesn't have to end like that.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, John. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian, or should I?
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore. Drop your weapon or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
A reduced capacity concussion grenade might suit our needs.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-Thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path.
Okay. This might actually help you though. There. I think I might take Liara along. Why are the snipers so weak compared to the one I have? Well, this is 7 as well, I guess. But even this 8 doesn't look very strong. Okay, but I've decked out my characters a little bit more. There. I've decked them out a bit more. I'm going to save it here, and then we will do this next part next time. We'll deal with the Thorian, and we will look forward into getting towards the next area. So we've almost finished Feros, sorry. Either way, for whoever is watching, thank you guys for being here. You're all awesome. I hope you guys have another rest of your day that's nice as well, or night or evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again. and I hope to see you guys a bit more. Bye, Peiko. It's been a while. Bye.